Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. So how not to lose yourself in a relationship. The very first thing you want to look at is your priorities, understanding your goals and understanding your basic needs. Some needs can be met by you, some needs can be met by the relationship, and some needs can be met by your partner. So you really want to focus on your basic needs, and that will always start with your health. Your health is an absolute priority. That's your mental health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, and your physical health as well. So always prioritize your health, which will always be your needs, and that will help you fill up your cup first and then allow you to be self-full enough to then outpour some love to everyone else that's around you and within your relationship as well. So it's not selfish to fill your own cup, it's self-full. And you do that by meeting your personal needs. Now, the reason why I say is focus on your life goals rather than focus on the particular person. The reason for that is people will come and go, but your life is always going to be yours. And when you are fulfilling your life goals, you are going to be vibrating at a much higher frequency than when you are draining yourself trying to fulfill everyone else's life goals but your own. So you only really have yourself in this world from the time you were born until the time you are no longer. So I would absolutely urge you to focus on your life goals. And whilst you are busy focusing on your life goals, that's when you meet the right person for you and the right person for that time as well. And that's actually how I met my husband. I was focusing on a creative project and I actually met him through that project. So I was focused on creativity. It was completely unexpected, and I definitely did notice him staring at me all day that day. So I would definitely say that we both knew there was something special from day one, which is absolutely beautiful. But we were both focusing on our life goals, and he had a life goal, and that led him to me, and my life goal led me to him as well. And together we are still here 9.5 years later, and been married 5.5 of those 9.5 years. And that is what I mean by focusing on your personal goals. And as you're doing that, that's when you'll meet the right people for you. Also, having someone who has the same goals as you helps you not lose yourself in that relationship. So that's quite important. And someone who has the same morals as you as well and the same values. I would always say as well, have your own space for yourself and give your partner that space for them too. So having your own hobbies is extremely important. Now, one of my hobbies before I met my husband was actually ice skating. So I still like to stick to that particular hobby. I will grab a friend to go with, or I'll go by myself because I absolutely love it. I used to even take lessons before, and I really, really enjoyed that, and having a different social circle to have fun and be on the ice. It's a really, really freeing experience, and I absolutely love it. Now, me and my husband as well, we both are gym goers, but we go completely different times. We don't always go together. I like to go first thing in the morning. My husband likes to do later in the day. And that's what I mean by have your own hobbies. And even if you have the same hobby, you don't have to do everything together. You can do some things together, but you don't have to do everything together. Now, I know that my husband absolutely loves football, and he's been playing for over 30 years. And I never, ever step in the way of him and football. I am so comfortable with him to watch the football updates, the news on football, to watch the games on TV, to go and actually see games in person. Sometimes he brings me along with him, which is always a fun experience. And I allow him to have that time for himself, and I'm so mindful of that and how important football actually is to him. And even on our 5th wedding anniversary, I even suggested if he would like to go play his Thursday night football, and he was actually so mindful and so respectful and decided to spend the evening with me instead, even though we had spent the whole day together. So that's what I mean by be really mindful and of your partner and their hobbies, and be focusing on your hobbies as well. Never lose sight of that, because you genuinely don't know how long your relationship is going to last, and even so, you both need your own space for yourselves. I would definitely say to avoid the comfort phase, guys. We've all been there at some point. That when two people get very comfortable with each other, they're like, oh, they love me for me. Sometimes they let themselves go. Thank goodness me and my husband are not those people. We are gym goers. We are all excited to try and be healthy and stay healthy. And that is something that we won't let ourselves go for longer than 3 months. We'll be like, oh no, we need to get back on it and get really lean and really trim and really focus on being our best selves physically and mentally. So never let yourself go mentally or physically. Also, never sacrifice friendships around you. Close friendships, never sacrifice them for your partner, because you don't know how long your partner is going to be in your life. Friends, sometimes you don't know how long they're going to be in their life. I've had so many friends come and go, and it's quite amusing to me how I've always made so much time for them. I literally have the most amazing friends, and I try and make all my friends feel like they're absolutely super, super special, which they absolutely are. Of course they are. But for me, like, I don't particularly have a best friend, but I have a lot of close friends. A lot. We're talking a lot, and I like to make each one of them feel like they're my only friend and give them so much time and dedication, because I know that life is a big struggle sometimes, and I'm there for them in a way that their partners can't be there for them. And I love that friendship connection. I love being around like-minded people as well. So I don't like to sacrifice my friends for my partner, and I wouldn't expect my partner to do that for me either. I would say never sacrifice family members for your romantic relationships either. I've seen this happen in my own family, and guess what? Family members always come back and always massively regret sacrificing family for their partners. Also, nourish your relationships and your friendships around you, because they're going to be there for you, comforting you when things don't work out for your partner as well. But let's hope they absolutely do. And the best way to attract the best person for you is about staying authentic to yourself. You will attract the most compatible partners for yourself if you are true to you. Sometimes it requires you saying no. Sometimes it requires you saying you will not be able to sacrifice something, because if you did, it would drain you and really strain you. So that's something that you want to take on board, is authenticity, and having self-awareness about knowing how your needs need to be met by a partner as well is incredibly important. Another thing is having that self-awareness as well, to know that, okay, I'm not so strong with finances, so if I'm moving in with someone or getting married to someone, I need to be very, very honest about that and very authentic about that as well. So just keep that in mind. And the person that you choose to be in a relationship will never want you to lose yourself in that relationship. They will never want you to disappear and become something else. They will want you to grow to the best version of you. And that's what I've always tried to encourage my husband to do, is to grow into the best version of him, the most confident version of him. I will never change the fact that he absolutely loves football. He talks and lives and breathes it. I will never want to change the fact that he loves being very tech savvy. He is so into photography and filming. That's his career. I would never ever expect him to change careers for me, and he wouldn't expect me to stop doing all my hobbies for him. Absolutely not. So we really like to encourage each other to be the best versions of themselves and to be the healthiest versions of ourselves. And being in a relationship where you encourage each other to be healthy, that is absolutely beautiful. That's a great partnership and a great relationship. So really help each other grow into your best selves. If you find that people are changing everything about you, that relationship is not for you, and maybe there's someone better suited for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the subscription button and the subscription bell if you'd like to see new published videos. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time.